everyone. My name is Steve and welcome back to my backyard. Now I'm working on my dwarf Alberta spruce. I got this from a nursery probably 3 years ago, and 2 years ago I trimmed out all of the growth inside that was a bit confusing, a bit complicated, and some of it's starting to grow back. But I'll zoom up on this tree and it is in the state I think that it's supposed to be in right now, with a lot of buds. I mean, tons of back budding. So I just got to choose which branches I want to keep. I'll be taking this out of a nursery pot. It's in the same pot I got it in. I just raised it up in the pot a little bit. It was a bit of a wider pot. I didn't trim any of the soil away. I just raised it up, put some soil down underneath so I didn't have to struggle to see the nabari. I think it's starting to develop nicely. I'm going to keep it in the greenhouse for the winter. Temperatures just above freezing. Right now I have the heat on a little bit more so that I can function in here without my fingers getting all frostbite looking. So let's see what I can do with this tree. For right now, I'm going to thin out each one of these branches, taking out where there's 3 or more coming out from one place. A lot of that is new growth, and once I've done that, I'll see about trimming back even further to some good buds. There are plenty. All right, let's get started. If you're hearing noise in the background, that's my dog Luca. He's chewing on a marrow bone, and he's banging it against the greenhouse. And when he's not doing that, he's chewing on that turquoise bone and banging it against the greenhouse. So forgive me if you hear some background noise. Luca can't help it. I guess I could give him a quieter toy, but he's happy. Luca, Luca. Hi, buddy. Bye. Say bye. Here, go back to doing what you were doing. Luca's still making all that noise, but he's busy and he isn't bothering me. I'm just zooming up on the tree a little bit so you can see all that back budding. All right. This is what I've read and seen in other people's videos. This is the time to do this. So I'm going to get started. This seems like it should be the front. The tree is open all through here. I can bring some of these branches down to fill up this space. Yeah, I think this should be the front. So I'm going to mark it. All right, that's my front marking. I don't know if you can see that. Roll it around the back so you can see the front marking right there, right there. And I think this is my front. Maybe here. Yeah, that's the front. Maybe, maybe. All right, so with that being the front, let's get started. I've got this branch right here, which is a nice side branch. It's got some growth coming off it here, but it's going up, so I want to get rid of that. I'm going to leave these shoots for now. I've got a branch here starting that I think I'll leave because it may end up being a better branch. But I want to take it back. It comes up and it divides into two here. This one goes up. I'm taking that off, trying to simplify this as much as possible. Not really shortening the branch much. I am going to wire these, so I can twist this one around. It divides into two, and this one divides into two, and two here, two here, two here, two here. That's pretty good. I don't think I'm going to change that. This one's a little bit long. It comes up. I'm going to leave this branch here. It divides into two, then this divides into two. And I think I'm going to take this upper piece off. And if I can find a bud to take this back to, I will. I'm going to put on my my super reading glasses because I want to look really close at this. All right. Getting in close. There are two buds here, but they're not that much further back. Maybe the answer is, I don't know what the answer is. Maybe I remove this and let the energy go to this. I don't have much of a branch, but you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this off, simplify this. I'll flatten this out, take this upper piece off, and this goes to 3 here. So let me take the longer one off. And see what happens. I think I am going to take this piece off, coming from the crotch. So this is legitimately now my first branch. First side branch. This one's a little lower, but I'm going to start this one now. Comes out beautifully here. I've got some stuff happening on the side, not too close to the main trunk. There are buds here. Little spider there. Hey guy, why don't you go inside? There you go. There's a piece coming up at the end, which I kind of like, but I have more branching down below that I can get the same effect with. So this comes out now, divides here. Any buds on this? Nope, I gotta wait for more buds there. I have a bud here. I can take this one back. And that divides into 2. There's a piece growing downward here. I'll take that off. This divides into 2. there's a third piece. I'm going to reduce this because there's a bud back there that might do something better. I've got some buds. I think I'm going to leave that. I'm going to take this upward facing one off. All right, so that simplifies that branch a little. What happens? I'll take that down and I'll wire these ends down and up. Next branch up. It's getting boring? If so, maybe it's time to go into fast mode. I think I will. And we'll come back and look at this when I'm done. And then I'll wire it up. And we'll get these branches set. All right. Just one bit of clarification before I go on. While this is the front, I said I would be repotting this, but I just want to indicate that I'm not repotting it this fall or this winter. I will be repotting it in the spring if I see that it's developing just the way I want it to. If not, I may leave it in this pot for one more year and then figure out what this root system looks like. Here we go with fast mode. Okay, I thought I'd continue a little slower because there's some things I want to talk about. We're getting closer to the apex here. The tree is naturally going to be more dominant at the apex. So we've got to simplify and shorten as we're going up. So this hurts, but you'll see improvements in the tree, and then it doesn't hurt quite so much. I'm going to leave that. When you take out these old needles to make these look more like branches in older trees than young trees, pull them in the direction that they grow. You'll see that that's easier. I was just pulling them in the wrong direction. Anyway, that's just a point I wanted to make. We're going to continue simplifying these branches as we go up. This is my front. This is an important branch. All right. It's got a nice side branch and a division. It divides into 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll never do. I'm going to take this lower one off. Now it divides into 3. The middle one's not really doing anything, so I'm going to pluck that out. Okay. All right, so making it smaller. Next side branch. This one's good. I wonder. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that off. Now, what happens? There's a branch down below. That's not helping. This branch next to it competes too much. I'm going to get rid of it. It's one of those things that I would normally regret doing, but I haven't yet begun to regret doing that. I've got to shorten this. What do I do? This I've got to flatten out. I think I'm going to take this middle one out. And see if I can't make something nice there. All right, this one below it, it's got something growing in this direction. I don't want that. We'll see, is this visible? Yes. Okay. Okay, that's shortened up, I think, as far as I can get it. Let's see. I can shorten this one up. That made a difference. Moving up, looking at the front again. All right, let me even things out on this side. I did that. I think I can go further. That alternates it better. A little congestion down here. I'll take out the old and leave the new. This being the new. Okay, that'll pad nicely. This. Okay, from the front, this branch comes right down. What would happen if it wasn't there? Ooh, well, I have a branch coming out there at a better angle. That, I don't think there should be a branch there at all. All right. This is a major cut. And I've got some repair work to do up above it, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, that's good. All right, that's much better. But do you see this area right here? Right there. I had a little pointer. There was a major cut right here. There's a huge whirl of branches, which I cut back severely, but it was quite a few years ago, but it left a really ugly, ugly scar. So my question is, I think I know what the answer is. Do I carve more of this away while this tree is still so much in training? This will be another, if I just try to remove some of that lump, some of this lump, with this being the front of the tree. Let me zoom back. Will that make a difference? Can you even see what I'm trying to point out? I don't know. Maybe from there. Big lump. I'm going to work on that. All right. I'm going to get a different tool. I think a knob cutter is the way to go, because I want to remove a knob from the tree. I watched Tony's bonsai from the UK, and Tony's brave. To look at something, he knows there's something wrong, just like I'm looking at this, and I know what's got to be done. And he just goes ahead and does it. Bravo, Tony. I enjoy your channel. Big scar, but I think it helps the tree. All right. Let's keep going. With that as the front. Oh, okay. This branch reaching skyward, and I like that, but I want to be able to see the really cool skyward part. So I'm taking out that middle one. And this miniaturizes things somewhat. I like it. What about this congestion down in here? That's coming out. Okay. What have we here? What have I done? I've shortened some things. I haven't shortened enough things. I don't think I've shortened this enough. And the only way to shorten it is to get rid of these two lower ones. So that's what I'm going to do. I see some buds there, though. Get a little shy when I see buds. Okay. Okay, that's out of the way. Look at that, growing up right there. You seeing this? Yeah. Some stuff going down and out. I don't want that. Okay. And out of the way. You know what? I'm going to take this off. You should do just fine. Thin this out a little. Maybe even take this one out. Okay. Front. Length. This is okay. All right, this comes down to here. This fills this space, but it's a little long, so that comes out. This is going up. I don't want that. This will shorten it a bit. Some of this stuff I'm going to decide after I wire it. This is a little congested here. Am I shortening it that far? Because I could shorten it down to there. Do I want to go that far? No. I'll decide after I wire. Here, got some weird stuff. What is it? Do I even need this branch? Let's see. There's the front. Do I need that branch? I don't think so. Ooh, okay. Now, I can get back to the same branch where I was. Do I need that middle piece? I don't think so. Okay, are you seeing this? This is a big cut. All right. Now, going up. Going back to the front. I've got a kind of a mini apex happening here. Okay, maybe I need to simplify this section even further. If I change my front just a little, nah, that doesn't work. Do I like this? I'm going to cut it back. And if that new growth doesn't want to come out, I mean the immature needles don't want to come out, don't force them. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to make this be more of a little tree unto itself. So when looking from the front, it's more compact. And I kind of like what's going on here. Okay, maybe I wire this separated a bit. Yeah. Do I like that? I like that. Yeah. And really emphasize this leader. Clean up a little in here. This is a hydraulic table that I'm using. It's a wonderful thing I bought. I don't bend the way I used to. Okay, let me look again. From the front. Next step is wiring, of course. Okay, something needs simplification right here. Or maybe just Redirection. Yeah, redirection. So I like that there's something growing there. That was too much of it. I think this is the odd man out right here. Yeah. Okay. So wiring. Have to shorten this. Think about the profile with the changes you just made. And that should guide your hand. Yeah, look, that's already got sap coming out. It's going to be a mess. Simplify, simplify, simplify. Okay. Got competing apexes here. What do I want to do? That's this one for sure. Okay. Okay. All right, I just noticed that I need a little more surgery. Remember how I did the gouging out over here? I've noticed that this is a little bit, if I don't do it now, I'll regret not having done it. So here I go. You know what? I think I need a different tool. These are spherical branch cutters. If you notice, it's spherically cut. Get a nice, good, flush cut and have some control on it, which is what I'm going to try to do. I have to lower this. Yeah, I like that. A little bit more around this side. Maybe get the knob cutters in there now. Yeah. This will heal up nicely, I hope. If it does, I think I just made the tree a little bit better. Okay. Don't want to go too far. That's already started to heal on that side. Okay. Draw some sap up there, kiddo. All right. The next step on this tree is going to be wiring. I'm really bad at it, so I'm going to do it without you watching. And then we'll come back and position the branches.